Today I'll be presenting to you the causes of acute pancreatitis and how to remember them. So first I would like to talk to you a little bit more about the normal physiology of the exocrine glands of the pancreas. So we know that the enzymes that are used for digestion are made in the pancreas in acinar cells. They are actually stored as zymogens inside these granules, and these include proteases, lipases, and amylases. Now, within these granules, we also have what is called a protease inhibitor. These are actually used so that we do not have a premature activation of these proteases. So, once these zymogens get released into the duct, so these ducts are actually lined by ductal epithelium, and these ducts also produce a bicarbonate-rich fluid, and this will wash them down into the duodenum. So once it's in the duodenum, what's going to happen? Well, these zymogens are going to meet enteropeptidases, and this will actually allow them to be active and therefore do their function. So these are the new active enzymes. So now I'm going to get to the causes, but first I would like you to try and pay attention to the very first letter of each cause, because this will allow you to, in the end, have a nice sentence to be able to remember all of these causes. So the very first one is the most common one, and this is gallstones. So let's set an example where, for example, we have a gallstone that gets lodged by the major papilla. What can we expect? Well, obviously, all the contents that are being produced by the pancreas are going to start backing up. So if we look at one acini, we can see that all the contents that we're producing are going to go all the way back up. What's this going to do? Well, this is going to be increasing the pressure inside the ducts. So this will actually start to alter the normal movement of the enzymes out of the acinar cells. How? Well, if we have a look at one acinar cell, first of all, we do know that we have lysosomes within our cells. Now, if we have an altered movement where the granules are not able to release their contents, they're going to stay in the cytoplasm. This will allow for the lysosomes to fuse with them. And what's inside lysosomes? Proteases. So what is going to happen? Well, the active forms of our enzymes are going to get released. And what's this all going to do? Well, it's going to start causing autodigestion of the pancreas. All right, so this is the first cause. Now, second most common cause is ethanol. So this one has its effects in multiple various ways, and these are all very interesting. The very first way that it acts is directly by stimulating the acinar cells. It will stimulate them to release more zymogens. So that's the first way. Second way, it acts directly on the ductal epithelium, and it causes them to thicken their secretions by releasing more proteins than fluid. So what's this going to do? Well, this is the exact same mechanism as with the gallstones. It will start to form a protein plug, cause backing up of all the enzymes, and overall will have the same mechanism with the fusion of the lysosomes and therefore the release of the active enzymes. Now there is a third way, and this third way is by the direct activation of neutrophils. So we know that neutrophils, when they get activated, they release reactive oxygen species and proteases. So what's this going to do? Obviously, once again, it will activate our enzymes and cause autodigestion. All right, so now we're going to look at all the other causes that are pretty common. So you will see, though, that the majority of these, they will act by one certain way, is by causing direct damage of the acinar cells. So when they do that, obviously they will release all the zymogens that are inside, and this will lead to them being able to be activated and therefore cause autodigestion. So let's look at some of these causes. So some include direct trauma, could also be steroids, the mumps virus. We can also have autoimmune diseases, scorpion toxin, which is very interesting, hypertriglyceridemia. So this one is very interesting because we can find that as we have more chylomicrons, you can see here, they can get lodged in small vessels supplying the pancreas, which can cause ischemia, and if not corrected, it will cause necrosis of the tissue. Now we also have hypercalcemia, ERCP, the procedure, so this one is supposed to be therapeutic, but it can also cause direct damage, and also we have some drugs. But overall, you can see that all of these will eventually cause to autodigestion of the pancreas. So, do you remember all the first letters? this is the sentence that it makes. I get smashed. So you can see that this is an acronym so that you can remember all of these causes.